why you're always tired after lunch and how to fix it permanently. Do you ever feel that heavy, crushing wave of exhaustion right after eating lunch? You sit down at your desk, the clock hits 2 p.m., and suddenly your eyelids weigh a ton. Your brain feels like it's wrapped in cotton, and all you want to do is crawl under your desk and take a nap. Most people just shrug and call it a normal food coma or blame it on a busy morning. But I am here to tell you, feeling completely wiped out after a meal is not normal. It is a loud distress signal from your metabolism. To understand why this happens, we have to look at what's actually going on inside your body the moment you finish eating. Let's say your lunch is a typical modern meal, a sandwich, a wrap, pasta, a bowl of rice, or maybe a sweet drink or dessert. The moment those refined carbohydrates and sugars hit your digestive tract, they break down rapidly into glucose and flood your bloodstream. Your body treats a massive spike in blood sugar like an emergency. Your pancreas immediately goes into overdrive and pumps out a massive wave of insulin. Why? Because high blood sugar is toxic to your tissues, and insulin's job is to clear that sugar out of your blood as fast as humanly possible, shoving it into your cells and fat stores. Here is where the trap is set. Because your pancreas overreacted and released way too much insulin, it clears out too much sugar. Your blood glucose doesn't just return to normal, it plummets way below baseline. This state is known as reactive hypoglycemia. Suddenly, your brain, which relies entirely on a steady supply of glucose to function, realizes it is starving for fuel. It panics. It triggers a stress response, sending out cortisol and adrenaline to scrape up whatever energy it can find. The result? That sudden crash, severe brain fog, irritability, shaky hands, and an intense, almost uncontrollable craving for more sugar or caffeine to wake you back up. You have officially trapped yourself in the blood sugar roller coaster. So how do you break this cycle once and for all so you can have steady, laser-sharp energy all afternoon long without reaching for another cup of coffee or a candy bar? You don't need harsh stimulants, and you definitely don't need to starve yourself. You just need to change your biological strategy. Here are 3 simple science-backed rules that will completely change how you feel after lunch. First, change your food sequencing. Never start your meal with the carbs or sugars. If you eat a piece of bread, fries, or dessert first when your stomach is completely empty, your glucose will skyrocket instantly. Instead, eat your meal in the right order. Start with your fiber, like a green salad or vegetables, then move on to your proteins and healthy fats, and save your carbohydrates for the very end. The fiber and protein form a viscous, mesh-like matrix in your gut that slows down gastric emptying. This means the glucose from your carbs enters your bloodstream slowly and steadily, completely flattening that massive insulin spike. Second, take a short post-meal walk. You don't need to run a marathon or hit the gym. Just a brisk 10 to 15-minute walk starting right after you finish eating can work wonders. When your skeletal muscles contract during movement, they act like a sponge for glucose. They pull the sugar directly out of your bloodstream through a mechanism that doesn't even require insulin. Your muscles burn that energy immediately, meaning your pancreas doesn't have to panic pump insulin to clean up the mess. Third, cut the liquid sugars. Liquid carbohydrates, like sweet teas, sodas, fruit juices, or even heavily sweetened coffee drinks, bypass the normal mechanical digestion process entirely. They hit your system like a freight train, causing the most violent insulin spikes and subsequent crashes imaginable. Swap them out for plain water, sparkling water with a splash of lemon, or unsweetened green tea. Try applying these small adjustments starting tomorrow. Pay attention to how clear your head feels at 3 p.m. and how much more productive your afternoon becomes. If you found this useful, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more practical health insights. And drop a comment down below. What does your typical lunch look like? And do you usually feel the afternoon crash? I read every comment, and I'll see you in the next video.